How to educate a dog? The answer to this question is not always simple. Those who live with a dog frequently commit failures when they teach the dog educational guidelines. Misadventures that cause frustration in the owner and, also, in the can. In this article, 5 mistakes in the education of the dog are gathered: to use the punishment instead of the reinforcement, to restrain a behavior of blow, to use the force, to give complicated orders, and to blame the dog of our own errors. 1. Error in the education of the dog: punish instead of reinforcing. The education of the dog, like other formations, has many currents. There are, therefore, different ways of approaching the instruction of dogs, in many cases even contradictory. Among them, the education of the positive dog gains strength. His supporters suggest forgetting canine punishments, and opt for positive reinforcement when you want to teach a guideline to can. Punishment is unpleasant and unnecessary when you want to educate a dog. Positive reinforcement is the most powerful tool we have to teach a dog what we expect him to do, says the ethologist. The prizes for dogs, groceries, caresses, etc., provide pleasure to the furry friend. Therefore, the animal will soon associate a learned behavior with a pleasant experience, so it is easier to want to repeat and show it. 2. Error in canine education: curb a hit behavior. The education of the dog, like the human, is not instantaneous. Everyone, including the dogs, we need a time to learn and fix the knowledge acquired. Canine positive education experts often recommend, as a consequence, to flee from overly blunt orders, such as stop, when it comes to educating a furry student, or to encourage them to abandon unwanted behavior, such as eating feces from others. Dogs. These orders that seek to modify canine behavior through the control of their stop involve stressful learning, added the experts in positive dog education. A dog can suffer a high degree of anxiety before severe orders, as well as the aggressiveness of its owner. 3. Error in the education of the dog: use force. Strength and physical punishment towards the dog are not only cruel, and can be constituents of crime, but, in addition, often have undesirable consequences. The use of force always causes fear in the dog. Physical reprisals, therefore, are not good companions of dog education. They have too many negative consequences. 4. Dog education errors: give complicated patterns. It is not advisable to overwhelm the dog with too many teachings. Nor is it a good idea to offer complex guidelines to the furry friend who starts in education. Patience is, on the contrary, key to getting a dog to learn. A beginner needs to assimilate simple guidelines, such as learning to sit or stand before crossing the street during leash rides with their owner. 5. Error in dog education: blaming the dog. But, what happens when you cannot get the dog to stop pulling the leash during the walks, the dog to come when we call him, or the puppy stops biting our shoes? The fault that we cannot teach the dog what we want is always ours, never the dog. A failure should not be, therefore, cause for anger, frustration, or discouragement. A setback in the fascinating task of can education only implies that we need to apply ourselves more to better understand our furry friend. Would you like to have more information, videos, consultations, and free help for your pet every day? Visit the website that is located here below. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, comment, and share the video. You are very well, thank you.